This is my credential wall. I have some other random keepsakes on here, but pretty much after I get done shooting anything, or anytime I finish the season, I just pin it up here. So I really like being able to see this all in one place because it does feel like a testament to my dedication to my career. This wall is sort of a mix of photos from my senior project and some other things that I decided to print from my freelance career and from Africa. There's just some really nice moments that I would walk by all the time, like when the sun was shining through the window. There's a really unpredictable nature to being face to face with a leopard or with this eagle. Concert work, Mount Joy, sort of taking in the sunset. So with my coworker Will. So honestly, a lot of the photos here just have a lot of meaning to me. Even the moments that I shot them, I look forward to photographing my kids as they grow up, taking photos through the rest of my 20s. And I hope to just continue my relationship with photography forever. So. My name is Eli Milner. I am a freelance photographer. I do some video. I'm based in Boulder, Colorado, but I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I started shooting my junior year of high school, really not because I was passionate about media, but we got a free period if we took this photography club before school. Probably my second or third time shooting, I was like, this is something that I love to do. This is something that I'm good at. I started working for CU before classes even had started freshman year of college. So it felt like getting to the big leagues, and I was shooting a football game with 45,000 people there within a couple weeks of starting at CU, and it just felt massive to me. The winter of my sophomore year, we hired Deion Sanders to be our head coach. It felt like I had been prepared through my experience in high school and through my freshman and sophomore football seasons. And then all of a sudden we were sort of on a national stage, and I was sitting there capturing these things that I was seeing on TV, and I tried to take advantage of that as much as possible. Going into my senior year, when a position opened up with the NFL, I had 4 different people recommend me for this job shooting the NFL for the Broncos. That was another one of those moments, like when I first started at CU, where I was like, okay, this is really happening, this is real, I could make a career out of this. The NFL season was really fun last year, and I was doing that. I got the opportunity to travel with CU as well. So I ended up shooting 18 football games my senior year. I just felt more and more confident and comfortable in what I was doing. It wasn't until more recently that I started to push my sports work in a more creative direction, but I felt like concerts kind of introduced that to me, that you're a lot less confined by reality when you're shooting a concert with crazy lights. You have a lot of flexibility to push your edits and be creative. I think I really enjoy shooting sports and music because it's capturing people doing something that they're really passionate about, and there's a certain unpredictability to both concerts and sports. And I would get an adrenaline rush when a touchdown comes to you and you nail it, or when you capture a big moment of a concert. I started finding other ways to capture that feeling of excitement by shooting concerts or other events. And that's when photography became more of my career. Because I was working professionally while I was in school, and I was working for the football team, and I started working for the NFL, I did feel a little drained creatively going into my last semester of college. Everything had been going so well in my photography career, but I realized that I was no longer shooting for fun. So I ended up purchasing a Fujifilm X100VI and immediately fell back in love with shooting these moments in my personal life because it felt a lot more practical. It's right here actually. But it has all of the tools that my professional cameras have, but it's in such a compact body, and the actual look of it is pretty disarming. So I felt comfortable bringing it everywhere in a way that if I was bringing my Canons around, I would be very stressed about breaking them. I decided to do my senior capstone project. I made a photo book called Dailies, and it was all photos that I took just in my daily life with my friends, things that I would walk by on my way to class and not shoot. I decided to start photographing. I ended up sharing a bunch of them on Instagram, and it caught attention of one of the creative producers for Fujifilm North America. And that just felt like such a dream, that making the decision to focus more on my personal life and creating things that I wanted to create ended up getting me a job that was aligned with the work that I wanted to be creating. I went to Africa after my senior year, and Fuji supplied me with all the gear. I felt like I had all the tools to create in the capacity that I knew that I was capable of, and to feel so supported by the people that I met at Fujifilm was really great. And then they've continued to put me on some projects where I have most of the creative direction. It's been really incredible. What's next for me, I'm continuing to do what I've been doing from the start, which is just like following what I'm passionate about. I do have some exciting projects that I feel are very aligned with what I want to do with my career coming up. I'm working on a documentary passion project that is really exciting to me, and I just booked my first international job. Looking back to when I started photography, just doing it for fun, it's really hard to believe now that I'm getting paid to travel to Italy. And I want to continue to use photography to see the world, to experience concerts, sporting events, meet a lot of people, and I'm just very grateful that this is the career path that I've ended up in, because it feels like there's so much opportunity to do all of that.